back to episode 3 of Bluejay Talks. I'm Austin Zerke. This is.
I'm Kendall Shada.
And I'm Skylar Stern.
All right, let's get into it. So first, when we talk about state football playoff brackets and really the notable games that we have circled on our calendar.
We all have a game for at least Class C1, and me and you have one.
Yeah. I don't have an all-class game.
All right. So I'm the only one who has an all-class game, and for my Class C1 game of the week will be Central City versus Aurora. The reason why I say that is because regular season just recently, Aurora dominated Central City. It was at Aurora. This time it's going to be in Central City, but I just think Aurora could honestly pull it off again. I realize on the road it could be a struggle, but I don't see Aurora all the momentum they have. I don't think Central City's gonna be able to handle it, and that's why I got Central City versus Aurora game of the week.
Stern, what's your game?
So my game of the week is the O'Neill Eagles versus the Mount Benedict Knights. And O'Neill comes in with an impressive 8-1 record. And when you talk about power, this football team describes it. I mean, they're averaging around 46 points per game and nearly 430 yards of total offense yards. I mean, when you talk about that, that's just sweeping the competition out of the water. And across the field, Mount Michael has quietly built one of the toughest and most disciplined teams. I mean, they sit at an impressive 7-2 record, and they don't have the same explosive numbers as O'Neill does. But when it comes to a physical running attack and a powerful team that's going to fly to the ball on defense, I mean, that's what they got, and I think that's the game of the week.
So personally, for my game of the week, obviously, I'm gonna go with Pierce versus Sydney. So that's gonna be a great matchup because Sydney, they don't have the toughest strength of schedule, but at the end, last game of the year, they did play Chatham, and Chatham's a very good team. But most of the teams they played are spread, 5 wide, 4 wide, 1 in the back maybe, and gun. They're a run and gun team. Pierce, that's not really what we do. We're more of a ground and pound, we smash mouth football. So it'll be interesting to see how Sydney handles Pierce's rushing attack, because Pierce averages close to 430 yards of offense, and about 350 yards of offense is rushing. So that is extremely high. That's about 75% of our offense is rushing. So Sydney, another big, heavy rushing team. So it's going to be a big physical battle. Both teams are around 75-80% offense of rushing. So big rushing battle. It's going to be a great physical game. And, yeah, I think Pierce will come out with the dub, but it's going to be a great game.
And for my all-class game of the week is Kearney versus Columbus. I got Kearney winning it. Last time the two played, it was a 10-0 win for Kearney. It was home game at Columbus. Both teams have been destroyed by the top teams in Class A, with Millard South beating Kearney 72-0 and Omaha Westside beating Columbus 42-0. I think they're both equally. They're kind of the same team, but I have Kearney winning it. It's at Kearney and long drive. I got the Bearcats winning it.
You think it's going to be more of a defensive battle like it was last time?
I think it might. It's probably going to be another defensive battle again. Both teams are both hungry for a playoff win, but I got the Bearcats winning it.
I mean, getting back on that topic, 72-0 against Millard South. I mean, how do you feel about the absolute powerhouse of the team? Are they just going to sweep the playoff bracket this year?
Millard South. They could probably compete with really any team in Texas, honestly. I mean, with all the commits they got.
I mean, yeah,
it's just
you look at their team. They have 5 or 6 Division I commits.
It might be. Yeah.
I mean, and I know last time I checked the national ranking for high school, Millard South was 15th nationally, and everyone always talks about these Texas teams like DeSoto, Duncanville, and then Florida, IMG, they always talk about that, but Nebraska never gets any love. So I think this team is, I say, one of the best in the country.
I mean, the real question is, do you think the NSA is going to make them forfeit the bracket because it's so unfair, or do you think they're actually going to let them play through?
I mean, last year they let them play through, so I don't – all Class A, even B schools, they recruit. So, I mean, heck, even Norfolk Catholic probably recruits.
Yeah,
so
private school, no rules.
I mean, if it's happening around here, I can see it happening anywhere.
Really, I don't think NSA should ever not let somebody compete in the playoffs because they recruit, especially when if you're a private school, there's no rules. You can't. Like technically, if Norfolk Catholic wanted to, they could be like, "Hey, Kendall, we want you to come run
Yeah.
cross country for us. We'll pay your tuition to come pay like." So if that can happen, why can't public schools do it?
I mean,
Really, that's my
I don't
question.
know if you guys seen this on the news, but one of the teams that were gonna play Millard South, they actually decided to forfeit, and their coach quoted, "I just don't think it's worth it to play this team because I don't want any of my players to get injured." Like,
Yeah.
do you think the team is really just that big and scary for all the other teams to back out? Like, do they even go into these games trying to win? Or are they really just that dominant?
I really do. I think they do because they're at this point they're not worried about getting recognized at the Nebraska level. I think they're trying to show that they're by far the best team in Nebraska. They're trying to get recognized on the national level. So I think they really just go and trying to put up as many points as they can.
I mean, Westview or Omaha or Millard South plays Omaha Westview. No team has been close at all to Millard South.
Say some of their
And,
scores.
I mean, some of these scores. I mean, they played a team called Arborview. That was a game they had to forfeit. But Millard West 65-0, Millard North 70-7, Lincoln Southeast 77-0, North Platte 84-0. I mean, it's just Lincoln High also forfeited their game against Millard South. There's no team. I think the closest team to maybe even putting up more than 14 points might be Omaha West Side. But last year it was a great championship game between South and West Side. But South has just gotten so much more stronger. It's insane. So I don't see anyone ever touching them.
Yeah. So got a little question for you boys. What do you think? What do you think score prediction of Miller side? No matter who they play in the championship, how close do you think someone can even get to that?
I think the closest anyone can get to them might be within 21.
That's exactly what I was gonna say.
I mean, going through all their games, if they play 4 games in the total bracket, I think they're going to outscore their opponents at least 170 to 14.
That's insane. That can very easily happen. That's a crazy prediction, but with them, that's very reasonable. All right, so that's
enough of football. We're gonna get into the sub-district volleyball action. Pierce taking taking a belt to a West Point Beamer last night.
I mean,
that was just not even close at all.
No hate on West Point Beamer.
That was 3-0 sweep.
Pierce is just there.
They played North Bend tonight. It's here in Pierce. I was told North Bend looks a lot better than what they did earlier this season when Pierce played them. But other than that, I think Pierce should issue another probably clean sweep, and then we can move on to the district championship because tonight's sub-district championship.
Yep, sub-district final,
So,
and then Saturday will be district final. I mean,
Mr. Weber did say there's a good shot that we could host the sub-district championship game. So that'll be awesome.
So if we would. Hopefully, we had big old student section.
We also gotta get that crowd going tonight. So support the Lady Jays.
If you are watching, come to the game tonight. Support the Lady Jays. I mean, because think about it. I mean, if we show up and support them and they win, they'll school next Wednesday.
Yep.
So
that'll be awesome. I'm really excited. I love going to the games, especially when we have a big student section. What was it earlier this year when we had when we sang Silent Night? It was almost all the football guys, almost everyone was there. That was an amazing game.
Then at the Wayne State, it was conference championship game.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, had a massive student section at about 10 o'clock at night. I mean, I really think that that just gets the players fired up. As a football player, whenever you're out there, you got the student section chanting, it gets you going, doesn't it, sir?
It does. It truly does. And also, if we don't have school because the Lady Jays are making the district championship, then we're also not having school this Friday because the boys are going down to Sydney as they will leave on Thursday and stay in a hotel to play at around 3 o'clock the next day on a Friday.
Yeah, 2 or 3. I can't remember. But so that means no school Friday, no school Wednesday. I mean, so just what we're trying to say, just come out and support the Lady Jays. I mean, they're a great team.
Some stats for the Blue Jays after last night's win. We'll go by each set. First set was just a complete whipping on West Point Beamer. No offense to them. 25-8. Second set, 25-16. Third set, 25-15. Just not even close at all. we can look at Pierce had 1,130 kills, 108 blocks, 1,276 digs. I mean, it was a great night for the Blue Jays. Kills Nora Harrion, 493 blocks. Lydia Cohn, 57. Serving aces Haley Schulting, 52. Digs Josie Painter, 320. Assist Adrian Riggert, 929. And receptions Josie Painter, 597. Comparing that to West Point Beamers, it was just not even close. I think in every single stat line, we were higher than theirs. So, I mean, just a dominant performance by Pierce last night, and hopefully we can keep that going into tonight's volleyball game. Remember, North Bend game starts at let's see,
I think it's like 6:30.
6:30. I can't find it. Oh well,
Think
yeah,
so.
6:30.
Pretty sure it's
Whatever.
6:30.
Kendall Shady here. Congratulations on the cross country season.
Yeah.
Placing 7th at state. Honestly, how did the season go for you overall? Was it tough? Was it what you expected? Or
Individually, first 3 meets were probably the worst meets of the year. Ran really slow. In my eyes, I ran slow. A lot slower than I've been running in previous years, especially last year. But after that, O'Neill was the breakthrough. 17:12, I think that was the fastest of the year. First, I think I was our meet as a team. We won. That was our first championship. Other than that, it was a great team bonding aspect of the year. It was just so much fun. Probably the greatest team I've been able to run with. Getting Brendan Bowling to go out was not an easy thing to do. I had to use my college football skills, recruiting skills for that. Kyle Abler, it was great running with him for the last 3 years. Great guy to run with. But now we step into a new era next year.
So what do you think about the team next year?
Blaine Anson and Max Weber. Definitely gonna be getting those two to go on summer runs with me. Gotta even just for myself, gotta get better. And even next year, if we can lock in throughout this winter and the summer, we can definitely be a team that we are this year. But some notable times from this year was I think Blaine Anson at O'Neill. O'Neill was just a fast course for everyone because it's one of the flatter courses that we run on. I think every single girl that ran PR'd. I think Carl Vogt PR'd.
Shout out to Carl.
Shout out to Carl Vogt, yeah. But at conference, Brendan ran 16:45. It was just a little off of his PR. Other than that, I think Carl ran well. He was close to his PR, but I mean, it was just a fun year. It's kind of sad that it's come to an end, but I guess I'm not done yet. I run a meet in Sioux Falls called Nike Heartland Regionals. That's always a fun experience, especially a lot of Nike gear, and you get cheap stuff. But it was fun. I mean, a great year for us. Hopefully, next year will be different outcome, better team, and different results.
I mean, Kendall, as we know, the cross country races, I'm pretty sure they're about 3 miles long, right?
3.1 miles, yeah.
With Thanksgiving coming up, would you ever consider doing like a turkey trot marathon, or is that just not?
I would honestly. I ran a half marathon. I paced someone. It wasn't that fast. It was only I think 9 minute pace, so it was pretty easy to run. I can easily do that for. I never ran the half marathon. Wasn't hard at all. Marathon wise, I've never ran. Most I've ran the half marathon, of course. So possibility. I'm running a half marathon next summer, so probably could, but we'll just have to see.
Gotta get you in the Boston Marathon.
Oh yeah. I don't know. Those guys are different. Running 4 flat miles for third or however many miles they run that for, but that's insane. Never want to do that.
All right, so we're gonna head into our final point of the day.
Just a local news
police
area.
Arrest a boy in connection to shots fired. Kendall, you got some information on that?
I do. This was near North 9th Street and Coingston Avenue around 1 a.m. on Wednesday. According to the news, officers heard a gunshot, searched the area, and found an underage boy unconscious on a terrace about 4 blocks away. They found a weapon and they ended up finding the person or the young kid that did it. They did a breath test on him, and the boy had a blood alcohol concentration of 0.226. The boy admitted to drinking and shooting the weapon multiple times. He said he did it because he was angry, but didn't direct the shots at any specific. Oh wow, I can't speak. Yeah, person or property. So, I mean, I don't know how old this kid was, but clearly he needs help.
Yeah, can't. That's just. I mean, anytime
That's not right at all.
Anytime you're a person in general,
Don't
just
drink.
shooting off shots and drinking, especially when you're underage. I mean, don't do that stuff. It's not cool or fun.
Certain as you're a high up guy, aren't you? I mean, how do you feel? How do you feel about that, man?
I mean, personally, a younger kid having a weapon and both alcohol is kind of falls back on the parents. I don't know if there's a problem at home that's making him want to like partake in those choices, but really the parents should be keeping the guns locked up. I mean, there's been a lot of gun violence with, I mean, not high schools around here, obviously, because Nebraska's a pretty safe place, but if you go to bigger schools, maybe some schools up in Michigan or Texas, I mean, you hear about these school shootings and it makes you wonder, like, are these kids having a bad family like life at home, or like what's making them come to these decisions? And I just think parents need to be more safe about letting their kids go out and about, drink this alcohol, and just shoot their guns.
I mean, actually, speaking of school shootings around here, I mean, it wasn't a school shooting, but a man the other day, I think it was like last Thursday maybe, was arrested on school ground on Norfolk Public school grounds, and with a weapon. So they said it was like he had drugs or whatever, and he ran, and then he ran to the high school and was arrested on high school property with a weapon. So I mean, obviously, stuff can happen around here. Hasn't thankfully happened. And no, like you said, it doesn't really happen around here, thankfully. But yeah, so that's just
And also just to go off of that, this has absolutely nothing to do with what Lawson just said. I did beat Lawson in fantasy football, making my record 6-2, second in the league now.
I am now.
I'm sorry, Lawson.
But so
I don't say
we're
it.
still deciding. We don't. So since we don't have school Friday, we're deciding if we do a Halloween special for you guys on like Thursday. We have to do it Thursday. But I mean, we're deciding.
I mean, hey, if this video gets more than 100 views, as the first episode did, thank you guys for watching.
Yeah, appreciate you guys.
Me and Kendall are gonna do a turkey trot.
We'll do a turkey trot. We'll do how many miles should we do?
I mean, if it's a full marathon, we're gonna do.
Or we can do a half marathon.
Or
too.
a half marathon.
It can be anything. But if this gets more than 100 views, I mean, we'll do it. We'll do it.
And I'll figure out something to do with my knee. I'll walk like a mile around the track.
So yeah, we'll do a Halloween special probably Thursday. Just
It's solely just gonna be about the candy.
Yeah, there is no sports
sports
related, no news. Just purely about what we like about Halloween, what we like to eat, what we like to do, what your favorite scary movies. That's what Thursday's gonna be. So that's episode 3 of Bluejay Talks. Hopefully you guys like it so far. Keep watching, and we will see you guys next week.
I'm Kendall Shada.
I'm Austin Zerke,
And I'm Skylar Stern.
and we'll see you guys on Thursday.